Hello, 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 everybody. How are you on this glorious Monday morning? It is I, the one, the only, the truly powerful Mazer, and welcome to Obscure Games, where we play what we want, but genuinely focus on games you either heard of or have not seen. Today we are starting a new game. Thank you, Echo. And that new game is none other than Soul Reaver 2 from the Legacy of Kain sequel about 2 years ago. Or actually, I think it was early last year. Last year we played Soul Reaver 1 and Blood Omen 1. So I figured, what the hell? Let's continue down the Legacy of Kain series, since I am a huge fan of Legacy of Kain, despite the fact I've literally only played Defiance. Oh, and Blood Omen 2. And Blood Omen 2, but I love the franchise. I watched a lot of the cutscenes, especially for the opening of this game, because god dang it, their voices are amazing. Okay, start game. How you doing, Echo? Oh, I love this opening.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I love this opening so much.
I found the tomb of Kain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nazgul from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are opened, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic? Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
Portal! It's all about portals.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds. Completely.
I could listen to both of these men read a notebook or a dictionary. Either way, they have the sexiest voices. And I will never deny that. So, the only reason I know this opening is way back in the day, I used to rip game audio for fun, and I don't know how I came across the opening to Soul Reaver 2.
Redeemer and destroyer, pawn and messiah. Welcome Welcome to your destiny.
Mobius. I used to listen to this all the time. This opening. Until I actually memorized the whole thing. It was so funny.
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Very well, Snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands.
Well, this is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
Sure, Mobius,
You
sure.
can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
Are you so certain of that, Mobius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain, some 30 years from now.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Oh, I know this chamber. This is in
Are
Defiance.
we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own.
He does have emo eyes.
Crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient.
Mm-hmm.
You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly.
Liar!
We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you.
There's goblins everywhere.
Even now, Kain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy.
That's my boy.
Foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Of course not.
My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum.
No.
But do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
Yeah, you're not manipulating me at all, are you, Mobius?
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how, I had not yet discovered.
All right. All right, we could do that. So we got heavy, quick, jump, glide, and devour. First person mode, crouchy, blocky. All right, let's do this. Okay, God dang, I love these games. These games freaking play like goddamn novels. Ah, everyone is so elegant and articulate. It's wonderful. All right. So this is just, what's this? This is nothing. I can pick up weapons. I got bats. I got a guard. Can we sneak up on the guard? Hard R1 to auto face. Okay. Impalement! Give your soul to me! May I have my axe, please? Thank you. Okay. R1, that's right. I need to look. Can I see you, please? There we go. Just wail on you! Finish him! My soul! I need that! Give me! Nom 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 nom. I know, right? I'm a loud sneaky sneaky. There we go. I just bumped him and he fell over dead. Oh wait, can I pick up his sword? Oh, I can. Can I kill the bat? Let's not kill the bat. We're all about safety of bats here. Oh, you got range. I just knocked her literally off her feet. That's funny as hell. Oh! Decapitated! Now, can I switch weapons? How do I toss weapons? Has to be a button to toss a weapon. Huh? Map and then shift into the other realm. And I can't pull out my sword, my Soul Reaver. I guess not. We won't kill the bats, I promise. It's kind of like we don't also hunt foxes either in a lot of games.
Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Kain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
Oh, don't get defiled. Alright, we got a whole group here, huh? It's a run by stabbing. I need that soul, please. Thank you. Ow, my butt. I love that this has like a little bit of a Devil May Cry fighting system compared to the original Soul Reaver. It also clearly represents what Legacy of Kain Defiance would end up becoming in terms of combat, and I really appreciate that. Alright, next location. I don't think there's secrets or anything in this game, right? I'm not going to like lose my abilities or crap like that, am I? What's this say? Oh, we got a shift. T-pose of death. Oh, delicious souls. There's something glowing on this wall. What is that? Oh, it's just a candle. Okay. Hey, Lexi Doodle. No, you can't play the PC version with a controller? Oh, that's terrible. No, this game, third-person action game should never be played with a keyboard.
Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered, would the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
Exactly. Damn it, my Reaver's still associated with my health. Ow! This target. Ow, dick! I punched the other girl and that one died. Okay, whatever. Reaver's back in my possession. Give me this. Even though I have the Reaver, doesn't mean I'm like flawless. You gotta hydrate from the echo.
As I neared the stronghold's inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with each step.
Oh, God. Story's amazing.
This was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Mobius's crusade. I was reminded of Kain's journey as a fledgling vampire, how Mobius coerced him to travel back in history and assassinate William, thus igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth. And here I discovered the source of the displacement. The Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Kain. such a thing was possible. Until, of course, Kain shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus, the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. And embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long dormant spirit was now fully aroused. And for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity. Willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leached to restore the blade.
Oh, Raziel, what have you done?
The Reaver knew better than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control. What have you done to me, Mobius? Is this your trap?
How mine? Don't forget it was Kain who led you here, not I. While you curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Kain laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more durable than you, old man. Bound together as they are, I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg you to stay your hand. This was none of my doing.
So
I have sought
big.
only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Kain, old man.
God, his hands are
We'll join you
gigantic.
in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Yes, the wheel of fate demands it.
The wheel.
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same God, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take that risk.
I tire of your games, Mobius. Now that I know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with you.
Damn it, Raziel.
Kain is waiting for me.
Pick up the sword.
Then, Raziel, seek Kain out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve. You, who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
Oh, he's manipulating you, Raziel.
By my soul, you almost had me, my little blue assassin.
Oh, God.
But that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that.
So,
I
if...
could now summon the blade at will, regardless
Yes!
of my strength.
Yes!
But once summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
Oh, God, let's not arouse our sword. Okay, so... From my, oh, my lifespan's really low. So if you remember from Blood Omen 1, Kain gets the Soul Blade. But how does he get the Soul Blade if he destroyed the Soul Blade in the past? Ah, you may ask. Ah. Well, now we learn that 30 years prior,
So this was the legendary Janos.
Raziel repaired the
reputed
blade.
to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villages below. His reign of terror ended when the Sarafan finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Sarafan therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here?
No.
Or was this merely artistic license by the Sarafan, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
If I remember, I think the heart is inside Kain now. Okay, so what? I could summon the Soul Reaver at will. If I look at the bottom of the screen, it looks like every time I use it, it takes up some of my life. Well, shall we... Oh, it's still... Oh, it's constantly draining my life. Okay, so that's how it works. Interesting. Yeah, so we restored the blade, and by leaving it behind, that is the blade Kain ends up finding. Oh, God, the... Interesting. The blade devours. Yeah, so by using the blade, it automatically devours souls, which also means I can't refill my life. It's a balance. It's a dance. But until we get our strength up, I don't know if we should use the blade that often.
Strange how my history came full.
Zephon.
This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Sarafan brethren and myself. All of us martyred here, and then so cruelly profaned by Kain when he
Malakok,
imposed
yep.
his gift on our noble corpses.
We murdered a few of these
For the
guys
first time,
in the last
I
game.
beheld the image of my Sarafan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades.
Raziel.
Tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, and what a vile phantasm I had become. And a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Kain and destroy him.
Ah, crap. My health is low. Nice! Oh, that felt so good. Give to me your soul! Oh. Much better. What is this? We got, Malachiah, Rahab, Tom Hiddleston's Loki. There's Terrell. There's me. And there's Zephon. Duma. Why does Duma have a demon behind him? Alright, this is the way we came in. There's the exit. Just let her resub, Twitch! The darkest of dark. The stairway of the Seraphim Brotherhood. Where no light dares to tread. So part of me is worried that we'll get a copyright strike or a warning. We did with the last game, Blood Omen, with Soul Reaver 1. The music when you fight Kain triggered a warning. I was like, really? Come on. But we'll see what happens. I don't want to play this game without the music. This music is like legendary. Nosgoth before the corruption.
I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality, and I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Kain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Kain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Kain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
Now, water, if I remember correctly, is fatal to us. So we're going to have to shift by using our sacred dance of shiftiness. Yeah, okay, we're safe here. Oh, and we can refill our health. Hell yeah. Why is there a portal to shift right here? I can't shift while underwater, can I? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh, I can swim. Oh, that's right. I'm not a vampire. I'm a wraith. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Swimming, swimming. Do, 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 do. Swim, swim, swim. That's right. That was one of the abilities. Hold L2 and push X to jump out of the water. What is this? It has to have some kind of significance. Okay, there's a door over there. Let's go check this out. I'm a dolphin! The controls are super twitchy when you are underwater. Alright, hello, door.
I do not yet possess the means to unlock this barrier.
Damn it, of course we
The
don't.
enigmatic symbol was clearly the key.
Alright, that's the, like, what? Symbol of darkness of something. Okay. This is Raziel just treading water. Isn't it great? Oh, my health looks like it goes down regardless. Okay, hold on. What are those fire pits? Okay, how to save in Legacy of Kain. There are save points on the map. Because I think that might be a save point. That's not a save point. Okay, that's just decorative. Okay.
As I passed this arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
Ah! Good to know. Alright, giant wheel. How do you operate? I spin the wheel. And down we go. I'll tell you one thing though, moving in this game is so much more satisfying on this version than it was on PlayStation 1. Everything about this version already feels so good compared to the last game. We are going to need souls soon. Ah! Save spot. Perfect.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul, and thus create a milestone to which I could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
I love when they make saving in these games like part of the lore. I love it. I think it's very creative. So we saved. I'm guessing I have to stand on this. No. Looks like we need a sun. Do I not have double jump? Guess not. Oh, we're going through the classic crap of sequelitis, where you lose all your abilities from the previous game, so that you are not OP. I am Raziel, scourge of vampires, treader of water. Look at me, dog petal. Oh, not here either. Crap. Raziel, come on, buddy. There we go. Let's see, what do we have to work with? There's another one of those torch things. That has to be significant eventually. What the hell, Prime? I'm not moving. There we go. That's the way we came. Does that make me jump higher? It might make me jump. Ah, it does
While
make
I
you
had
jump
only
higher.
just escaped the stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place.
Yes.
Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier,
Crystal.
their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
Don't fall in the water, Kate. Ah, Raziel! Bad Raziel! Ow! 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 Oh, we're gonna die. I need souls! Saving the Lord better. Yeah, he exists outside of time, so like the whole concept makes complete sense. Give me your soul quick! Oh, thank you. That's a great model.
There it is.
Oh, you have a cannon! Targeting is still not perfect. Thank you for your sacrifice. I shall forever love the fact that you gave me a soul to survive, to prevent me from shifting to another world. All right, so charged attack. Oh, jeez. Charged attacks we can't block. Soul Reaver. Jeez, she just exploded. All right, the more we use that, I'm guessing when it goes red, that's bad, so we won't use it. It's a sacrifice. Thank you for being so easy to kill. But don't thank you for constantly removing my freaking weapon from the situation. That's a pain in the ass. That's alright though. Birds! What the hell? Why'd the birds vanish into green? Magic birdie birds? I sort of isn't eating it. Maybe. Oh God! What's that thing? That thing has an axe for a head. Oh, I don't like you. Leave me alone. And you call us monsters? You're using skinned axe doggies. Oh yeah, face my claw things. Pick you up. Impalement. Got my sword back. Yeah, it's the. But you should be OP. You're freaking Raziel. What is this little porcupine thing? Alright. Guess we can't activate whatever the hell this thing is yet.
There it is.
Hey, Smirky! Alright. You know, I wonder if the sword does eat them. Alright, what we got to deal with here? I can't move the camera up or down. Can you stop shooting me? I'm trying to eat. Use the Kain. The Legacy of Kain. Those fire pits. Let's just let me back downstream. Okay. Well, they said if I use the sword too many times, I will get devoured. So I'm guessing that's what they're representing here. Got another one of these. Alright, it's already active. Good. Ah, here we go. God, this controls so much better than the last game. Those things have to be important eventually, right? I don't know how I did not fall. He hit me with his gun. That wasn't nice.
These vampires had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I left behind in Kain's derelict empire.
Interesting.
They seem to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed.
Aww.
And while I still believed that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
Preach it, Raziel. Preach it, baby. Dog! What was that noise it made? I am not an it. I am a Reaver. A Wraith, actually. I love that this game was flagged as rated M for mature on Twitch. Even though there is blood, it's such mild use of blood. I mean, it's PlayStation 2 blood, for God's sakes. Oh, I need to hold it down. Hold on. There we go. Oh, timer is it? It's not one of those stupid puzzles. Nope. Leaving the stronghold.
The pillars of Nosgoth.
Oh,
pristine, whole, and uncorrupted. I had never beheld them in this undefiled state, yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
Look at him. He knows you're there, Raziel.
I know you're there, Raziel.
Mobius led me to you, Kain, though I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me? Mobius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kain. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Would I be better manipulated by you, Kain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Kain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, the Balance Guardian, is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the Pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these Pillars.
Bound here by your refusal to die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
My God.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved,
Oh
the
my
guardian
goodness.
Nupraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nupraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including me. The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the Circle, then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Kain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? We both know there's no altruism in this pursuit. Your reckless indignation led you here. I counted on it. There's no shame in it, Raziel. Revenge is motivation enough. At least it's honest. Hate me, but do it honestly.
I love him so
30
much.
years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin.
I love this
If the
quote.
coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the pillars. But as the last surviving vampire in Nosgoth, this would mean the annihilation of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way, the game is rigged.
We agree, then, that the pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
Pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us.
Your arrogance is boundless, Kain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret hidden in your very presence here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Kain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently so. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
Oh! God, this is top tier writing. Oh! It's like playing a book. Oh, yes. God, I love this.
I didn't know what impulse stayed my hand, why I had so willingly allowed Kain to escape me when I had pursued him for so long. I had no reason to trust Kain after he had valued me so little, and yet I found myself intrigued by his words. I had been too cruelly used to so gullibly play his pawn, but if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
I like Echo's comment. Don't stand in the magic circle of obvious evil. Let's get some souls to restore our health. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Yes. So Kain was destined to murder the other pillars from Ariel's death. Is predetermined with this exact. Oh, these things. Snackies! Going to get some snackies. Your soul. Cheez-Its! Yes, get all the Cheez-Its, Echo. I love the little shifty dance he does.
From the moment of my arrival, I had the constant and palpable sensation of being watched.
Ah.
Someone, it seemed, was keenly interested in my presence here.
I like the small details where you can see his brow moving when he's when he's confused and everything. This game has a lot of phenomenal details. And they keep a lot of it a mystery. Like, we noticed the crows vanishing, and now we know there's some...
From the look of it,
oh.
This door had been sealed for centuries. I began to realize it was no mere coincidence that I found myself standing here, beneath this winged figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key.
What could that
And so
be,
it was with a sense
Raziel?
of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
Yes, Raziel, what could this door be? What is that symbol upon it? A monster is that? Oh, Mr. Oh, double monsters. Oh, you charged up? Ow! Ow! The Soul Reaver doesn't really have that good of a range, you know? Ow! That was my back! That was not a very satisfying meal. What's down here? Ow! What hit me? Oh, it's a spitter. Oh, I couldn't eat a soul. Is there a reason to come down here? Oh, there might be. A whole bunch of them down here. What to do? What to do? As such, we come to a question or journey. Do we go up? Can't go up. Oh, I guess that is the only option. Never mind. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Okay, I want to see if we can play dodgy with these guys. Yeah, we're playing dodgy. Just because we can destroy everybody doesn't mean we have to. That glide is so love it.
As I entered the chamber, I sensed that it had been sealed for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. And while this room was clearly built when the pillars were erected, I knew that no human hand could have shaped this place, and that perhaps it had never been seen by human eyes. The surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but beautiful, where mine were grotesque, and angelic, while mine were demonic.
Don't be hard on
to
yourself.
decipher these images. A great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries. The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered. And throughout the chamber, inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Kain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
Lies, Raziel.
Oh, it's you. The Wheel of Fate.
Do not be deceived.
Ah, my ancient benefactor. And I dared to hope we had parted ways forever. Your silence was refreshing while it lasted. No doubt you have a conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence here.
Do not be insolent, Raziel. I am eternally present here and everywhere, now and always. I am the still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
But perhaps not so omnipotent as you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
This impudence is unworthy of you, Raziel. Do not forget that you have a task to fulfill here. You are indebted to me.
Indebted? You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed. Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored you to yourself, Raziel. It was Kain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me, my servant.
I serve no one. Not you, not Kain, and not your lackey Mobius.
Mobius is my good servant. I have many.
And if I tell Mobius that he's worshipping a giant squid, do you think his faith will falter?
You have grown willful, Raziel. But beware. To embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Kain is a sinuous beast. He will seduce and deceive you. You pride yourself on your free will, yet you let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity, nor anyone else's. In fact, I am beset by manipulation on all sides. I merely seek the truth.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate, the purifying cycle which sustains all life. Vampires are an abomination, a plague which strips this land of its spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses. But the wheel must turn. Death is inexorable and cannot be denied. Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel. You are my soul reaver, the scourge of the vampires, reaper of their apostate souls. Remain steadfast. End the vampire's parasitic curse, and restore Nosgoth. Kain's blood belongs on your hands.
Kain indeed deserves to die for condemning me to this repugnant form. But if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
Kain destroyed you without a flicker of remorse. He tore the soul from your noble corpse. And after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim.
Did he, though?
Remember your rage, Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
Yeah, you're totally not manipulating me, are you, Squid Daddy? Not at all. You're all noble, aren't you? Bullcrap. You all know the truth. Squid Daddy is a liar and a hooah. And now I must swim in his squiddy juice. See, this is the beauty of this game. Through the cutscenes, they showed us a door.
Do not fail me.
Don't tell me what to do. They showed us a door. They did not have to tell us anything. They did not say, jump into my squid juice and seek out the exit. No, they just showed it. They trust the player is able to see the door and make a conscious decision on where to go. And that is good gameplay. By using enemy placements, combined with these crystals, we have a good idea of where we're supposed to go. Not a flawless idea. Can't devour them. That's where we came in. Is that where we came in? No, it's not. Oh, that's a big Cthulhu statue. See, look at that. Those things have to have a purpose. A purpose we'll discover all too altruistic. Game has a great vocabulary. Yeah, the way this area is designed, it looks like we're supposed to be here in a wraith form. A lot of platforms. You see, you could go up and down. Yeah, there's something interesting about it. Remember the rules. If you get lost, switch to the spirit realm and see what it has to offer you. I might do that real soon. Just want to look around. Ah, much better. There's the portal out. Can I do something with these things in the spirit realm? I hear the ghoulies coming towards us. I'll take those. You're not using them anymore. Oh, come on, get in my mouth. Really? That's funny, Echo. Hey, sometimes it feels nice to be ID'd. Alright, mysterious chambers. He has a butt. Maybe he just wanted to know your name. Of course, I'm assuming like he's like your age, not some old. All right, what's this? What's he doing? Hey, don't eat my souls, you jerk! These mode's definitely not your age. That's funny. Alright, let's see here. Where are we supposed to go? That is mine! I'm glad to hear everybody at the market. It's lovely. Ah! Thank you, game, for teaching me your ways. We were wrong to come here in the soul world, but it still gave us a direction to go. Yay, Cheez-Its! Alright, let's switch back to our normal reality. To the dance, Raziel. To the dance. So, what I discovered is at the end of this chamber, we're supposed to go up. How did I not think of going up is beyond me, but it's okay. No one can suck but Raziel. There's the exit. Yep, what did I say? All the crystals. This game has great level design. Well, for now. There may come a time where I will find that's untrue. Now we're... Ooh.
I surfaced into a very different landscape.
Yes, you
The
did.
daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest. Here I discovered an ancient ruin, unmistakably one of Mobius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to break this seal, but I thought in time that I might.
Let's go right here. Just running around this woman like, ha ha ha! Hey, how'd I do that? Crap, I'm stuck. Ah! Fine! Screw both of you. Hey, I was able to shoot. Oh, that's how you throw your weapons. Interesting. Lost a lot of health in that one. Raziel, my love, please open the door. There. That was a little delayed, but that's okay. Ooh, the crows did not I know that vampire.
So, my lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered, but I caught a glimpse of him, and his features were distinctive enough. This was the vampire Vorador.
Yeah!
A monstrous assassin depicted in the stronghold. Strange that a creature brazen enough to assault the circle single-handedly would avoid confronting me. Very well. If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him. But first, I needed to find some means of reaching that terrace.
Into the swamps we go. Vorador awaits. I got stuck in the swamp. Nice! Good hit, Raziel. I need some health, please. Thank you. Let's see what we have to deal with here. The way we came in. Raziel, be a dear and show me the way. That way. Where there are enemies. Oops. I don't know what just happened. Why chop your legs? It does look like that. I don't know if you remember when we played Soul Reaver 1, but yeah, Raziel actually is missing his jaw. I'm not a vampire. Stop mislabeling me. Okay, let's get a close up. Yeah, there's his missing jaw. I love that even as a wraith, Raziel is like self-conscious. But if you remember his vampire form, Raziel was a good-looking. So I don't blame him. I will be more than happy to take this safe spot, please. Thank you. Now my question is, I wonder if there's any like massively hidden abilities and stuff like the first game. Because the first game had stuff littered everywhere. We missed most of it. What's fascinating, though, is watching how the game's combat has evolved, each one. Because in Blood Omen 2, they evolved the hack and slash with a bunch of blocks and parries. And then Defiance, they go even further and just make it Devil May Cry.
There appeared to be a passage here, leading northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach. Perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
I also like how the game tells you, hey, this area is important. But they disguise it by using Kain's inner thoughts. I mean, Raziel's inner thoughts. They just don't straight up tell you, oh yeah, by the way, you can't get here yet. It's Raziel knowing his own limitations. I just kicked the hell out of her. Sword is mine. I'm pretty sure I also threw my sword, damn it. There it is. I think it's more effective just to run through them and just smack them as we walk past. Ah, she comboed me. Off with the head. Nom 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 nom. Wait, where do we go? Up there? No, that's where we came from. Oh, I got completely turned around. Hold on. There we go. Ah, Swampy Bridge.
My lurking friend was nowhere to be seen, but I found these ruins even more intriguing. I recognized these arcane symbols from the chamber beneath the pillars.
Yes.
And realized that this shrine, too, was sealed to all but the bearer of the Reaver.
See, these things have to be important. Let me just slide my Reaver into this strange hole I found on the wall. So I'm guessing this is going to be our first real temple challenge, right? Oh, hello, mysterious person. Who are you? I don't know what you are. I will destroy you. I got, oh. How convenient. He was holding the key. The key was the enemies we met along the way. I know what this means. It means we got a T-pose. T-pose of power! It's not a frisbee. Silly Echo. Your nudity is not welcome here, soul beasts. Nobody wants to see your soully butts. Excuse me, I'm trying to eat. They have like frog butts. You ever see a frog butt? That's what they have. Oh, you're coming in here. Ah, nom, 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 nom. Perfect. Ah. One of these days I'll realize that pause is not the way for our ability spells. We have down here. Ah, a disc. Another frisbee. The frisbee of the sun. Legend has it that the Guardians used this frisbee of the sun as a method to spend time together in the park. I must find a way to yield it. With Pock. Oh, dark. I'm doing it. I need a target. I probably have to target it. I'm pushing square. What am I doing wrong here? Do I need to jump on it? It won't let me land on it. I am pushing square. Is this just... I'm confused. Hold on. Soul Reaver 2. You imbue with dark. How do I imbue my Soul Reaver? Oh, we don't have the Soul Reaver. We don't have the Dark Reaver yet. Duh. I guess we don't have the Dark Reaver yet. Alright. I get up there. How do we get up there? Interesting. Let's see. I can't make that jump. Can I climb up here? No, that's a sharp path. Let's see. We need to get the frisbee of the gods. That's for sure. Can't reach it with our glidey. Alright. T-pose! When in doubt, look at it in the spirit world. What's this do? Alright. Ah! Hold on. Look up there. I wonder if that's actually something. Maybe not. No, that's just decoration. Okay. Let's see. Teach me a way. Teach me a way. What would I be missing? Ah! That's what I'm missing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Do your dance. Make a little love. Let's get jiggy with it. I never understood why we can't really, like... Why, oh, look who showed up. More of these gods. It's okay. We can ignore it.
Throughout this ancient shrine, murals depicted the winged race and the apocalyptic war against their mysterious and equally inhuman adversaries. These winged beings, it seemed, were not only the architects of the pillars, but of this enigmatic place as well.
Ah, someone's face is
And
scratched
just as in
off.
the pillar's chamber, this shrine was adorned throughout with imagery of the Reaver, depicted with the reverence of a holy icon.
What could it mean, Raziel? What could it mean? You know, I love Raziel to death, but you do, like, sometimes the guy is a little thick. Oh, I ripped him in half. How awesome was that? Because, yeah, it's like Raziel, buddy. Come on, you have to realize that these are angels. You know, it's like it's wraiths versus vampires, or angels versus What the hell? Did you just come back to life? I did not give you permission. I make it, yes. All right, there's where we get the dark energy. Okay, here's our first stop, our first big upgrade. Interesting. 4 chains above a thingy and next to another thingy. Just goes right through it. Ooh, a magnificent crystal. What could this do? Throw a spear at it. Destroy it. Nothing here. You must put the frisbee there. Of course, sunlight would open it. One T-pose coming up. Make sure we're not ambushed from behind. Ooh. Let's see. Is there a portal back to the living realm right here? Ah. Ow! Ow! Okay, you guys suck right now. Alright, I need all of you in my belly right now. Thank you. Ricks. Alright, that's a soul well. That thing will keep giving me souls. That's good to know. It looks like we're going to have a battle here because they're already giving me a weapon. So we're going to grab this from the wall. See what kind of critters we have lurking. Oh, where'd you come from? Ah! Impalement is your destiny. For I am Raziel, wielder of the soul blade. Give me your soul, come here. Oh, I like the spear. It says a longer range, but whatever. Ow! Jerk! And that's mine. Now let's see. Ah, here we go. Shink, 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 upsy doodle. Gonna rotate you away. Now we gotta rotate that one. How do I? Or maybe I'm not supposed to go there. Maybe I'm supposed to reflect something. What's dripping? Interesting. What I do love about, you know, a lot of the asset factors of this game, okay, is that like Kain, despite all of his like craziness, is really the only one telling Raziel the truth, from what I understand. He's like, look, I'm a villain, but I'm not like the villain. I want to help the planet. Oh. So you just spawn, don't you? Exactly, and that's what I like about Kain. And that's I like what he says to Raziel. Look, if you want to kill me, kill me. All right, don't pretend you're like this amazing hero. Okay, you're not. All right, Raziel, stop. Bad Raziel, you're not a hero. Stop trying to act like a hero. If you want to kill me, fine. Just be honest about it. Is the puzzle here I want? Yeah, exactly. Stop trying to hit me and just hit me already. if I could get a soul from this distance. Don't look like. Gonna land on the fire? No. The puzzle here. Or maybe we haven't been in this room. Oh no, we have been in this room. At least enemies don't respawn. Let's see. That's not the solution. So we know that. Now what's behind the door? Okay, it's this chamber. Okay, so this just leads us back where we were. Got the moon here. Can't really I can't interact with the moon. The moon! This... That light goes there. There's not another door there. Oh, there is another door. Hold on. Ah, there we go. The power of observation has led us... Ah! Oh! To an ambush! Yeah, screw this. I don't need to deal with you. I'm going to T-pose my way out of this. I like that we eat souls even when we don't want to. Like, we don't need to. Oh, this is a new room. Hello. Alright, this room's going to have some of those zombie dudes in it, isn't it? Oh, that was a feast! Alright, where is the conduit back to the living world? There it is. Alright, I want to solve this puzzle before we sign off for the day. I want to do a short stream. Let us see if we can do this without dealing with the enemies. Try. Good job. Now, if I remember correctly, if we... The pillar rise. Yep. Pillar rises from the... Any souls for me to collect? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's gonna be close. Yeah, good grab, Raziel. Good boy. Who's a good wraith? You are. You're such a good wraith. You just stay in the circle, bud. Such a good wraith. Ah, he has the frisbee. He's dead. I will take the frisbee, and I'll use the frisbee here. You know, putting the key to your locked room in the same room, I feel, is not the best way to hide things. I am just saying. So what does this do? Nothing. Tell me, almighty room, what is your secret? Chamber I came in. What is your secret? Look what we did. We finally found a use for this stupid shooty blade thing. Okay. I'm guessing we want to shine this on the sun itself. Or not. There's the sun. Right? Yeah, I want to assume we did that right. I mean, it makes sense, right? Yeah, okay. There was another room with the ceiling thing. You were 130% right. 10 billion points to Echo. We'll head back to that chamber now. Got it! Okay. You did the thing, now what?
2 hours later.
I feel like this is something we're missing here. I mean, it's a full moon symbol, right? Okay, listen. To me, you're useless right now, Mr. Mirror. There's something in this room I'm missing. No, wait. There's these pillars here. Look. Here's someone running away. All right, wait. That pillar shows a sun. Look. Sun. The moon in the other room is dark, right? Is it a new moon? I don't know. I'm so confuzzled. I know there's a clue we're missing.
It's right there.
What is moon? So what? We got to make this a crescent moon somehow.
2 hours later.
I don't know. Let's see here. Soul Reaver 2 mirror puzzle. Wait, what? No. Oh my God, you are kidding me. How in the ever living hell? It was the only pillar. Oh my God. It was the only pillar with a sun symbol. I'm sorry. I'm calling bull on that. Am I wrong, everybody? Am I wrong? Was that BS? Or are we just not observant? I feel that was complete BS. Okay, so we're not just being petty, right? Okay. It was, it wanted it to be a crescent moon, right? What the hell is this? No, the one in the other chamber was, the weird spiral seed thing. There we go. Oh my God, that was 10,000 shades of complete and utter BS. But you know what? Level design's one thing, but these puzzles are another, because look. No goddamn indication that those were movable. None. Now what? Ah, crap. I'm in here. Better be a portal in here. Yeah, there is, right here. That's right. Oops, wrong way. Now, I don't mind puzzles. I really don't. But giving zero indication that something's accessible. Like, I didn't even realize those were... Oh, it does give a small... Look at the indication. It's the teeniest little sparkle. Look at that little sparkle. Look how teeny tiny that sparkle is. Oh my God. Bull, complete bollocks, all of it. Hey, it's the frisbee. God, rip it out with, like, force, why don't you, bud? Raziel is like, nope, this is mine. I was ready to say, if you made me go backwards to reopen that door, I'll be pissed. But I have the frisbee. The frisbee of the Seraphan warriors. Put this here. Just slam it in there. Oh, now you're gentle. Silly Raziel. Ooh. The Dark Reaver has been restored. Oh, now what kind of BS are we going to deal with? Oh, it's just a puzzle. Again.
As I neared the altar, I suddenly felt the Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control. And I, merely its helpless puppet. The Reaver plunged itself into that mysterious altar, and devouring the energy that emanated from within, drained this place of its power. Thus sated, the Reaver released me, and I realized as I recovered control that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power.
Ah. All right, and we leveled ourselves up. Shove that Reaver in there, Razia. Just shove it deep in the hole.
Now I understood the purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent, but these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
Ah. Gotcha. I like that. Mazer doesn't like petty puzzles. I don't.
Concentric circles, one eclipsing the other. I recognized this symbol from the door sealing that other ancient shrine.
Yep.
The one I had seen in the lake outside the Seraphan stronghold.
Yep.
Perhaps now, armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
Just slide this in here. As so. Is that a fast travel option? Dark Fort. I don't have a fast travel option. I'm not in the mood to fight you guys. Ignore me. We gotta save and call it a day. This puzzle took a lot longer than I expected. That's okay. As long as we made progress. Progress!
You're a ragged excuse for a savior.
Huh.
Vorador. I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
All good, I hope? I've been watching you since you emerged from that accursed stronghold. Strange that your arrival coincides with the corruption of the pillars. But I'm wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak plainly then. I distrust your origins, stranger. Seeing you crawl from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the pillars' decay.
You're so polite.
And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the pillars' destruction or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well. Let us look at the other side of the coin.
Coin.
I have followed your journey and watched as you blithely unlocked secrets that have been sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being.
Who's that?
You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Seraphan.
I remember those
And
crusades.
now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Seraphan could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the pillars, and the Reaver.
God, the facial expressions are beautiful.
The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But you see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late.
Who am I?
Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphan nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him.
Time to go back in time.
I don't know how you've come even this far without his guidance, or without the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphan. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
I like this guy.
I had no less
He's
reason to
polite.
trust Vorador than anyone else I had met. In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far. If Janos Audron was the key to all this, then I would find him, and Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage. But first, I had to find a way back into the stronghold, and I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
Oh, Raziel. Everyone tells you the truth, and yet everyone also lies. I'm not in the mood. I'm not going to fight you guys. Ow! Alone. Okay, you know what? I'll blow you up! I can't see! There, you're both dead. That's what you get. I was going to let you both live, but instead I tore your souls apart. Where are we going? There we go. So swamps don't hurt us, but they really slow us down. There has to be a fast travel thing we can unlock later, right? Ah, there we go. That's what Daddy needed. All right, everybody. We are going to call it here at the pillar. We'll be back on Friday for more Soul Reaver 2. And more god-awful puzzles. That is going to make me angry and dislike this game, even though I love everything else about it. I'm just immune to the poison. All right. Thank you, Fightin'. Thank you, Smirky. Thank you, Echo. Thank you, Luxie. We'll be back on Friday. Until then, I am Mazer, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.